We have got a new product tonight. It is Leaf. I keep wanting to say the wrong name. Valiant Football. I keep wanting to call it Trinity, which was our last Leaf product. This is Leaf Valiant Football. It just came out yesterday. Of course, I just got mine today, and I kind of figured that was going to be the case. That's why we waited until tonight to schedule it to break. And I tell you, I barely got it tonight, man. Flipping UPS didn't get here with it until almost 7 o'clock. I was beginning to, actually it was after 7. I take that back. It was almost 8. Anyway, I was beginning to freak out. But they ultimately got here, so that's all that matters. We do have a little bit of information to go over before we get started ripping, and we may potentially have some unpaid teams available. We'll see how that shakes out here in the next few minutes. But for now, here's what you need to know. Feedback is automated on eBay, and anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get the same in return with no waiting. Yay! Everybody likes doing things quickly, right? No waiting? I do anyway. And the other thing there, of course, is to say thank you. I always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, and hanging out with me. We are taking a look now at what's coming up in the days ahead. So tomorrow night, we're going to be doing Donruss Football. It is a 6-box break, and it is a third of a case. On Friday night, we're going to bust into Mosaic Football, and we're going to do the whole 12-box case. Now, they are loose boxes, and tomorrow night is too. And I keep saying every night, I think I've got this fixed, and then somehow I don't. But it does always tell you in the listing description when they're loose boxes anyway. I just usually like to put it on here as an informational sort of thing. So yeah, Mosaic on Friday night. That's going to be an extremely long break because there'll be about 1,800 cards in that break. It will take us just this side of forever. Saturday and Sunday will both be off nights. We'll come back on Monday night, even though my Steelers are playing Monday Night Football. We are still going to do a quick little break, and we'll do it at 9:15 Eastern, a little bit later start time by 15 minutes, and we'll break another case of Valiant Football like we're going to jump into tonight. And shipping-wise, a couple of things we got to talk about here. So if you are in this break tonight and your team does not pull a single card of any sort, you are still going to get a package in the mail. It will go out when the rest of the break ships, and it will have consolation card or cards in it for your team. And that's because this is a paid shipping break. So anytime they're paid breaks, you always get a package sent to you, whether you hit or whether it's consolation cards, you're going to get something. And whatever's going out the door and on the way to you should be heading out approximately Saturday. That is always plus or minus a day. And I would hope, maybe we'll get it out a little bit sooner than that, but it wouldn't be any later than Saturday. Now I'm going to bring you back to me for a moment, and I'm going to go see if our unpaid teams have been paid or if we need to try to find new homes or what our sitch is. So it looks like I have got 2 unpaid teams in here tonight. One is the Kansas City Chiefs that sold at $75. The other is the Tennessee Titans that sold at $15.50. Preference would go to somebody who wanted both of those teams. If nobody wanted both of them, then we could look at them individually. But those are the 2 teams that I need to find a home for. So if you are interested in one or both, please jump in and let me know, and or make me an offer or something so that we can get this break underway tonight. And I'm trying to type this into chat in case sometimes people watch and have the volume down, right? And then they wouldn't know unless I type it in. So it doesn't look like we got a whole lot of people in here tonight. Does anybody have any interest in the Chiefs and the Titans? That is who we are sitting on unpaid right at this moment, Chiefs and Titans. Anybody? So throw out a number if you are interested in one of those 2 teams. If you don't like where they ended, tell me what you would do. Hi, Brett. You said you like the Chiefs. Well, I hear you. The Chiefs are fun to watch, aren't they? But are you interested in picking them up in this break by chance? Daytona for me, you're offering 50 for Kansas City. James is offering 12 for the Titans. Oh, Daytona is offering 50 for both. Oh, yeah, that's way far off. That is true. That is throwing out a number, but that is pretty far off. 65, we're getting a little closer there. That still is about a 30% discount on what they sold for, but we're getting in the ballpark with that one. So Daytona for me right now has 65 offered on both Kansas City and the Titans combined, since they are currently our two unpaid teams. If anybody else is interested, jump in and let me know. And of course, the deal is somebody who wants both is going to get the first preference, which right now is Daytona for me. And then, that's kind of how it would work. We don't really sell them out individually if somebody's willing to take them both, because it makes it easier and faster and better, doesn't it? And I'm not seeing anybody else expressing an interest, so Daytona for me, it looks like this is going to be going to you. So I need to do a little housekeeping here. So hang on one second. He says he's already in 125 tonight. All right, I feel you. So we got to have some really good luck for you is what you're saying. I understand that. Okay, so what I have done there, Daytona, is I have typed in the email address that I use for PayPal. And what I would need you to do, please, is to log into PayPal. Go ahead and shoot over that $65, and I will get the spreadsheet updated, and I'm going to get the order ended on eBay and all that fun stuff. So while I'm working on my housekeeping, if you could be so kind as to send that over by way of PayPal, then we're about to get this wrapped up. Just give me a couple minutes to get my stuff done here as well. And I gotta uncheck some boxes. eBay likes to do all kinds of funky stuff that I don't really want them to do, so that's always fun. All right, now let's get these marked up for you. Kansas City and the Titans are now going to belong to Daytona for me. And we've almost got it, kids. Just one more little minute here. I know, it's always a drag when you have to wait, right? I'm with you. I hate that too. But sometimes people just don't get us paid, and then that's where we end up, isn't it? All right, I think we're ready to at least run through the spreadsheet again. And then Daytona for me, if you could be so kind as to jump in there and let me know when you have gotten PayPal squared away. I would appreciate it. While you're working to finish that, I'm going to get us back online here. So once again, Saturday anticipated shipping date. If you get skunked in here and you don't pull anything at all, not a base card, well, there are no base cards, but if you don't pull anything at all in here, you will still get a package in the mail. It will have consolation card or cards in it, and it will ship out with the rest of the break, which again is projected to be Saturday, as always, plus or minus a day, hoping to get it out a little sooner than Saturday, as long as nothing unusual happens here for the rest of the week. So this is a 6-box full case break of 2020 Valiant Football. This is break number 1. It ended tonight on eBay, which is Wednesday night, the 9th of September, same night we're breaking it. We've got our team names there on the left-hand side, and then, of course, the eBay user ID of each winning bidder across from their team on the opposite side, with 2 exceptions, and that's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans, which were unpaid here at the start of the night. So Daytona for me picked those up. So that has got us squared away there. And he says he is all set over there on PayPal. So thank you for that. I appreciate you very much getting that handled. And we are ready to get underway. I just have to do one more little teeny tiny thing, and that's mess with your focus. And that means your background is getting blurry. You're feeling sleepy. Yeah, so don't worry about that, though. Background's supposed to be blurry. Did that on purpose. So don't sweat that. All right, now, Leaf Valiant Football. They reconfigured this year. It was really weird. They released it and sold it like normal, which I can't even remember now if it was a 10 or a 12 box case with X number of cards in it. And then they came back like several weeks after they solicited the product and said, oh yeah, we had to reconfigure it, and now there's a different number of cards per box and a different number of boxes per case, but you're still paying us the same amount of money, basically. I think it was still the same amount of money. I can't remember. They may have raised the price. At any rate, oh yeah, they did. They did. They changed the price. They like doubled it, I think. But at any rate, it's new. It's a 6-box case. It's Valiant. Valiant's always fun because it's got the graded card in it, so we're not going to cry too much over whatever they did. I'm hoping that we still have the same total number of cards, but I can't remember what the exact configuration was last year. Boy, nor can I get cut through the tape there. What's going on? So as you probably know, everything is ready to go in this product. So it all comes out in top loaders or sleeves already, or if it's the graded card, obviously, you know, comes out encased in that. So what I like to do with stuff like this is just get all the plastic off, get the seals cut, and that way once we get started, we don't have to stop and fool around with all this craziness. We can just keep right on trucking. Now, the other thing you need to know, of course, these guys are in their collegiate uniforms for the most part, which would have been airbrushed out, of course. So there's not going to be any team names or team logos visible or any of that kind of stuff. So these guys go to, these rookies, they're going to go to their current team. Now, there is an exception to that. If you are a guy, for instance, like Anthony Gordon, right, who was with the Seahawks and got cut over the weekend, but he has not, to the best of my knowledge, signed anywhere else in the interim, we would still just go ahead and give that to the Seahawks, his most recent team. So if a guy's gotten cut and re-signed, like Lynn Bowden, actually got traded, but you know what I mean. He went from the Raiders to the Dolphins. So Bowden would go to the Dolphins. But somebody like Anthony Gordon, who got cut and hasn't signed with anybody else, would go to the most recent team, everybody else to their current team. All right. Oh, Daytona, thank you very much. I appreciate that. He gave me his eBay username in there, too, so that I can match it up when it's time to get it out the door and all that fun stuff. So thank you for that. I'll get that updated a little bit on my personal side as well. So Brian Lewerke comes out first. The last I knew, he was Patriots. I will double check these since we had cuts and changes over the weekend. So I'm just going to tell you the last I knew on these guys. And if you know something different, you're welcome to jump into chat and say so. But that Lewerke was numbered to 75. Here's Laviska Shenault. That one is numbered to 50, and it goes to the Saints. No, the Jags, sorry. I always say he's a Saint. He's not. He's the Jags for Laviska Shenault. I get that wrong like every time. Cole McDonald is numbered to 75, and Cole McDonald goes to the Titans. Again, to the best of my knowledge, some of these guys may have changed over the weekend. Anfernee Jennings, numbered to 75, and I don't know where he goes. I wonder if I wrote him down at any point. Let me see if I did. Sometimes I do write him down. I don't know him. I'll have to look him up. So this guy here, Anfernee Jennings, don't know him at all. So we'll set him in a separate little pile for the moment. There is Patrick Taylor Jr. 75 seems to be our magic number tonight. And Patrick Taylor Jr. was an undrafted free agent last that I knew associated with the Packers. Jake Fromm, there's one we don't have to guess on. That is headed to Buffalo and the Bills. It is numbered to 10. Then we have Henry Ruggs III out for the Raiders. It is numbered to 50. And our graded card out of box number 1 here. Oh, it goes to my Steelers, my little Pittsburgh Steelers. Hit a Chase Claypool. And it is graded to 9.5, which is a gem mint grade. Autograph graded to 10. Card is numbered to 75. So the first graded card heading to Pittsburgh Steelers, baby. I'm so excited about Monday Night Football. I was really torn about doing a break on Monday night because I thought, oh, we're the early game, right? And then I thought, well, I can probably stand to miss the, 20 minutes of it or something and still do my work like I should. Or a half hour of it, maybe. Tyler Huntley, that is number 225. And Tyler Huntley, Ravens, I believe. Jacob Eason comes out next, and number 225, good-looking low number hit there for Jacob Eason, and of course he is headed to Indianapolis and the Colts. Here is Gross Mattis, that is number 215, and he goes to the Panthers, provided nothing has changed. Denzel Mims, that one was numbered 220 and goes to the Jets. T. Higgins, who is numbered 225, is going to go to the Bengals. There is a Michael Pittman Jr. It's numbered to 75, and Michael goes to the Colts. Then we have a little Justin Herbert, very nice, going to the Chargers, numbered to 20. Of course, they've named Tyrod Taylor the day one starter, but we kind of thought that would happen. But I fully expect that we'll see Justin Herbert on the field before this season is over. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 9.5 Gem Mint grade, autograph grade at 10. Card is numbered 250. So our graded hit for Donovan Peoples-Jones is going to Cleveland and the Browns out of box number 2. And these guys don't always want to sit in their top loaders nicely, do they? They don't play well with others sometimes. Harrison Bryant, that is numbered 275. It goes to the Browns. Bryson Hopkins, that is numbered 250. And Bryson goes to, I believe, the Rams. Joshua Kelly is numbered 275. And Joshua Kelly is going to the Chargers. Then we have Benjamin Victor. He is numbered to 10, and I have to look that up. I don't remember it. I have it written down, though. Giants, New York Giants is Benjamin Victor. Then we have Grant Delpit. That is numbered to 50 with Here Comes the Boom. It's a nice-looking little hit there with the Delpit, which is headed off to the Browns. And then we have Shea Patterson. Shea is numbered 220, and he is going to Kansas City and the Chiefs. There's a Jalen Reagor. Jalen Reagor is numbered 210, going to the Eagles. And our graded card is Eno Benjamin. It is 9.5 Gem Mint with a 10 autograph grade. It is numbered 275. That is the Rising Stock card set. And Eno Benjamin, who is headed off to Arizona, I think, the Cardinals. Provided nobody out of there got shuffled around. So I will, of course, as I said, I will go in and double check all the transactions and make sure that nobody's moved around on us before I ship it. There is a Chase Claypool. It is numbered to 20. That is going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Next up is a Zach Moss. It is numbered to 50, and Zach is headed to Buffalo. Then we have J.J. Taylor. It is numbered to 25, and J.J. Taylor, I have to look at that too. I don't remember that at all. Let me see if I have him written down anywhere. Did I write you down anywhere? I did. Patriots for J.J. Taylor. Joe Reed, numbered 275, and Joe Reed is a Charger, followed by Albert, whose last name I cannot pronounce. I just call him Albert O. That was numbered 250, going to Denver. We've got a redemption here for Isaiah Simmons, and, it says parallels will be awarded at the time of fulfillment, so we don't really know what it's going to be numbered to or anything like that, But anyway, we do know it's going to the Cardinals for Isaiah Simmons. Then we have a Justin Jefferson that is going to the Vikings. It's numbered to 50. Card set is Take It to the House. Then we have a Chase Young. Isn't that nice? So here comes the boom, Chase Young for the Redskins. It is 9.5 gem mint, autograph grade to 10, card numbered to 75. And Bam, you said good Cleveland hits, yeah, for the Browns. And Brett says New England on Taylor. Did I not say New England on J.J. Taylor? Did I say the wrong team? If I did, I apologize. I thought it was Patriots, but you know what? I could have, who knows what I said. So if I misspoke, I apologize. But I thought in my head that, I looked it up, and that's the last thing I had written for him because I couldn't remember him off the top. So, but again, I will double check everybody before they go out the door. But it sounds like that one's right since Brett said that. So, Donovan Peoples-Jones, number 225. That is headed off to Cleveland again. And then we have a Kelly Bryant, and it is numbered to 15. And Kelly Bryant, to the best of my knowledge, still is not signed anywhere, right? He's still a UDFA. So I'll double check him, and if that is the case, he'll go out by way of random, and I got to check that other guy too. So we'll set them both up there in housekeeping. Here is Trayvon Diggs. It is numbered to 75, which really seems to be the number of the night. Trayvon Diggs is the Dallas Cowboys. Here is a Cam Dantzler. It is numbered to 50 on the Cameron Dantzler. And I really don't remember where he goes either, so I better set him up there too. Eno Benjamin, numbered to 75. We saw an Eno Benjamin earlier. We get to see him again now, and he is a Cardinal. Then we have Charlie Warner, numbered to 75. Charlie is a Patriot? No. 49ers, I think. I think Charlie Warner's is 49ers. I've got Patriots on the brain. Next up, it is exactly what you've been waiting for if you've got the Bengals. You've been just like patiently sitting there hoping we hit it. There is a little Joe Burrow, and it is numbered to 10, going out to Cincinnati. Oh, Brett says I did say New England earlier, but there's a delay in chat, so that's why I looked over and saw it later. I gotcha. That makes sense. And you need a Cam Akers? All right, we'll try and find you a Cam Akers for your Rams. In the meantime, I have got a Gabriel Davis. That's 9.5 gem mint, autograph grade to 10. Card is numbered to 10 as well. And Gabriel Davis, our graded card out of box number 5, is going to Buffalo. Which brings us to our last box, and we're going to call a little last box mojo here and see if we can't bring some additional fire out of this last one, hopefully. And A.J. Dillon, numbered 220, gets things started. That is headed to Green Bay, the Packers. Jeff Okudah, that one's going to Detroit, numbered 275. Then we have Lynn Bowden Jr., numbered to 75. He was traded over the weekend at right before the deadline, so he is a Dolphin these days. That is where Lynn Bowden Jr. got traded. Jared Pinkney, he is numbered to 75. Now, Jared is one of these guys that got cut over the weekend, but he is not, to the best of my knowledge, re-signed with anyone yet. So we will just give him to the Falcons, which was the team he was with most recently. Unless, of course, when I check tonight after the break, if he has re-signed somewhere today that I don't know about, then obviously that would change. Khalil Tate, that is numbered to 75. And Khalil Tate is going where? I don't know. Did I write him down? Let me see. Let me see if I wrote Khalil Tate down. Otherwise, he may have to go up in my little pile up there too. Yeah, I don't have Khalil written down either. So now we've got 4 up there in my little pile to check. Curtis Weaver. Curtis is numbered 225, headed to Miami. Then we've got C.D. Lamb. That's another where parallels may be awarded at the time of fulfillment. And C.D. Lamb, of course, heads off to Dallas. And our last hit, it is a Jauan Jennings. Numbered or graded to 9.5 gem mint, autograph grade to 10, numbered to 50 for Jauan Jennings. And Jauan goes to, I don't know him either. That's bad, right? How do I not learn some of these guys? Like, I thought I knew most of these guys. Let me see if I have Jauan Jennings written down. I do usually try to write down the ones I'm likely to forget. No, I don't have him written down either. So, all right, so we'll be looking him up too. So before we recap, I'm going to deal with these little group right here. So this is, bear with me for a minute. If you want to do the recap, you're going to have to give me a couple minutes here to find out what we've got going on with this. So I think we've got at least one guy in Kelly Bryant that'll end up going by way of random. So the first one I'm going to look up is Khalil Tate and see what team he might be with. So bear with me a minute. This will take a second. And even if you are typing into chat right now, I can't see it while I'm working on this. So, all right, Khalil Tate. Let's see where you are, buddy. And is he nowhere? Right now, I'm thinking he's nowhere. He's not coming up on NFL.com as having any affiliation other than collegiate. So let me check one more place and make sure that I'm checking him properly here. He may end up being an undrafted guy too. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's gone anywhere either. So Khalil Tate is going to be one of those undrafted free agent guys that is going to go out by way of random shortly. And we'll set him up there. I believe Kelly Bryant is going to join him. To the best of my knowledge, Kelly Bryant has not signed anywhere, but I will double check that right now real quickly. We'll just make sure that nothing has changed in that regard. And Mr. Kelly Bryant, yeah, he's also ditto UDFA. Now I'm going to look up Cameron Dantzler here. I suspect he is somewhere, and I just don't know where. So I think he is probably somewhere. Let's see. Where are you, buddy? Oh, he's a Viking. Okay. So Cameron Dantzler here is Minnesota Vikings. So we know where that one goes. I'm going to write it down so I do not have to go through this if I come across him again. So hang on. You guys are so patient. I appreciate it. Now I need to find out about Anfernee Jennings. Let's see where Anfernee goes. And by the way, I can't see chat if I didn't say that yet. While I'm doing this, I'm using the iPad, so I can't see it, but I'll see it again shortly. Anfernee Jennings looks like is New England, the Patriots. So let's write him down. Anfernee Jennings is the Patriots. That leaves us with this fella here. And this is Jauan Jennings. And I need to make sure I'm spelling his name right. Jauan. All right. Jauan Jennings is the 49ers, I think. Let me make sure. Yeah, so he's another guy that he got waived, right? But he hasn't signed with anybody else in the meantime. So he is going to go to the 49ers now at such time in a future break. If he has maybe signed with somebody else, then he would be assigned accordingly to the new team. But right now, since he hasn't gone anywhere else, he's going to go to the 49ers. Let me get back into chat here so I can see what you guys have to say. If I can find my chat, has gone away somehow. What the heck? What is going on? There we go. All right, and now these two I need to give out using random.org because they're not associated with anybody, I believe. Nick, you said Philly on what? Who are you saying? Nick says Khalil Tate signed with the Eagles. Really? I'm not showing him as signed with the Eagles. So hang on a minute. Let me go back and revisit that because I did just check him. He wasn't coming up on NFL.com as being affiliated with anybody at all. So let me try him again here. So I guess what you're saying is he has been cut from there, I guess, and that is why he is not showing up on NFL.com, but you're saying that was his most recent team and he isn't associated with anyone else since then. So I believe that's what you're saying to me, so that works for me. So we'll make Khalil Tate, and I do see that back in the spring he did sign UDFA with the Eagles. So even though he's been cut, Eagles being his most recent team, that's where that will go. So now that just leaves us with Kelly Bryant that has to go out using random.org. So Daytona for me is in confirming that yeah, he was released, but released from the Eagles. So like we've done with these other guys like Juwan Jennings and a couple of other guys that we hit that have been released and have not re-signed, we will send them to their most recent team. Because, I mean, I'd rather do it that way than have to do a whole bunch of stuff in random when, you know, you pay for a team. You like to get out as much as you can, value-wise. So here's what we need to do. We are going to use random.org to accomplish this little task. And it goes like this. I'm going to copy all of our team names from the spreadsheet. And then I'm going to paste them into random.org. I'm going to bring you along with me for the ride here. And there's my spot. And we do random the same way every time, okay? So if I have 9 or fewer items in a list, we run random 3 times. Only the third one counts. When I have 10 or more in a list, as we do tonight, we run random 1 single time. So I'm going to scroll through here, let everybody get a chance to see the team names up there, and then make sure they're all there. And then this is for that Kelly Bryant card, who never has signed with anyone since, well, at all. So here we go. Good luck. It is the Green Bay Packers getting this little Kelly Bryant card here going to the Packers. And I need to put that in a little bag so I can write on it. Normally I write on the top loaders themselves for something like this, but seeing as how I didn't pay for that top loader and it came out of the box that way, I'm not going to wreck it. So we'll just do it like this, and then that way when it comes time to go out the door, I won't have to go back and watch. We'll just know where it goes. And of course I'm writing on the team bag that you just saw me put it in. I did not obviously write on the top loader itself, so... All right, so there we go. There is the break. What I'm going to do right now, we're going to run through a recap. I'm not going to read off all the names, team names, and numbering again and all that sort of stuff because, well, that would be just like doing the breakover since they're all hits. But we will put them all up in front of the camera again and let you get a look at them if you missed them earlier. So the Kelly Bryant, the UDFA, we will read that off again, went to the Packers using random.org. We have Khalil Tate, Anthony Jennings, Cameron Dantzler, a redemption for C.D. Lamb. There's Curtis Weaver, Jared Pinkney, Lynn Bowden, Jeff Okuda, A.J. Dillon, nice little Joe Burrow, Charlie Warner, Eno Benjamin, Trayvon Diggs, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Justin Jefferson. A redemption for Isaiah Simmons, Albert O., Joe Reed, J.J. Taylor, Zach Moss, Chase Claypool, Jalen Rieger, Shea Patterson, Grant Delpit, Benjamin Victor, Joshua Kelly, Bryson Hopkins, Harrison Bryant, Justin Herbert, Michael Pittman, T. Higgins, Denzel Mims, Gross Mattis, Eason, Huntley, Ruggs, Fromm, Patrick Taylor Jr., Cole McDonald, Chenault, and LeWerk. Now our graded card recap, all Jim Mint 9.5s, all with 10 autograph grades. Juwan Jennings, numbered 250. And then we have Gabriel Davis, numbered 210. Followed by Chase Young, going to the 49ers, numbered to 75, or to the Redskins. I got 49ers on the brain tonight, too. Chase Young is obviously the Redskins. Eno Benjamin, numbered to 75. Donovan Peoples-Jones, numbered 250. And then our last graded card is a Chase Claypool to 75. All right, so that is where we end up for tonight. I will put up shipping information one more time and what's coming up in the days ahead one more time. If you missed either of those things earlier, now is going to be your chance to see that info again. And I'm just reading it back through there. Joey wanted to know, oh, can you pay now? We're too far in. Oh, yeah, that had to have come in towards the end of the break. So, yeah, unfortunately, window passed on that one. Really, unfortunately for me, and for Daytona for me too, I guess, because he said rough break. So, all right, guys, here's the deal. If you didn't hit in this break and didn't get a card at all, you can still expect your package to ship out the door when everybody else's goes, and it will have consolation card or cards in it. And to that end, I expect this break to be out the door and on the way to you approximately Saturday. As always, that is plus or minus a day. I am hopeful that I can get this out ahead of Saturday, so we're on the right track anyway. Tomorrow night, we're going to do a 6-box break of Donruss football. That is a third case break, and it is loose boxes. And I swear to you, I fixed that earlier tonight, and how did that, not even get saved? I know I already fixed it. I fix this every night, and somehow something happens. I don't know. But, of course, it always tells you in the listing description as well that it's loose boxes when it is. Friday night, we're going to dive into the deep end of the pool and do a 12-box break of Mosaic football. That'll be about 1,800 cards, so it's a long break, and it is a case quantity of loose boxes. Saturday and Sunday will both be off nights. We're going to come back on Monday night, starting a hair later than normal at 9:15 Eastern, which is 6:15 Pacific, and we'll break another 6-box case of Leaf Valiant football. And then we already talked about that. We don't need to talk about that again. So I guess that's actually it for me tonight. I think that's got me all finished up. So thank you once again for joining me. I appreciate it very much. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week ahead. And if I don't see you again tomorrow night, please do come back and see me sometime soon. I always like having the company. In the meantime, stay safe, happy, and healthy, and we will see you tomorrow.